It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Good evening to you, Kevin. Donovan Mitchell is precocious beyond his years. He says, I lead a lot using my voice. It's natural for me. And Coach Quinn Snyder said, the way Donovan carries himself is infectious. There's an innocence to the way he plays. He's not showboating, he's just smiling. He loves to compete. Guys?
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for Sacramento, filling out the wing spots, it'll be Hield and Barnes. Bagley and Holmes sharing the post duties. And it's Fox in at point. Now here's Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gobert's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Jazz.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Tries from 10, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be a Rudy Gobert.
First team foul.
You know, Greg, thinking about De'Aaron Fox and what's next for him, we know how much he wants to get to the playoffs and contend.
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't just want to have impressive regular seasons. This guy, his goal is to get his squad to the postseason. And not only that, he wants a chance to win titles.
First one falls for him.
I really enjoyed watching De'Aaron Fox blossom into a leader over the first few seasons in the league.
All that comes with confidence. He has emerged as a star player, and he's become more and more assertive as a teammate. That's when it got obvious that he's a player you can build a franchise around.
Fox hits them both.
And guys, I've heard that Fox honed a lot of his basketball skills by playing NBA 2K. What up, Fox? Well, check it out. He learned the art of the pick and roll off ball screens, and he says that he's just about unbeatable at that game, too. Hey, Fox, I got you, baby. We can play anytime you want to.
Now, here is O'Neal. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Outside, Fox. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Three-pointer, Hield. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You got to be up on here. When you aren't, he's ready to fire as soon as he touches the top.
Outside Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Knocks it loose. Healed the pass to Fox. In transition, here come the Jazz. And the Jazz pushing it up now. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And Utah, another three.
So consistent in shooting from deep. You can't let Conley get into a rhythm from this area.
Here's the break. Here's Bogdanovich. Finished off the break. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings.
The Kings
7-point differential.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
But the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
He's checked in for the Kings. Halliburton comes in for Fox. Rudy Gay's checked in for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Halliburton passes to Hield. Barnes with it.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2.
Hield outside. 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Gay with the block.
And Gay has put a ton of work into his defense over the years. Specifically, it's how he times blocking those shots.
Donovan Mitchell.
Right on the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
Halliburton against Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. Down low. Here's Gay outside. And Utah, another three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Hield outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Hield's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Kings. Conley feeling it out. Halliburton with it. Now defended by Gobert. Hield the pass to Thompson. He gets it in there.
He's working to find everyone in there, not just himself.
Jazz leading by 5. Now Mitchell. The 11-footer, and too long on the shot. And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for Utah. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very
well. The Kings trailed by 5. Backcourt guard pair is Mitchell next to Halliburton. Alex Lynn out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Harkless in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. On the wing, Mitchell. Count it. Mitchell's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Sacramento. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
They get it back. And here are the Kings now. They trail by 3. Barnes kicks to Halliburton. Back to Barnes. That shot off. And Utah the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Halliburton. And a switcher also for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in for Rudy Gay. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Mitchell rejected by Len, and he's able to get it back. Just 3 to shoot for 3. Mitchell, again, Mitchell missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. Watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Harkless. Ball's knocked loose. One-on-one here. Here's Bogdanovich. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
How Bogdanovich keeps his concentration on the basket, it is impressive. Even when he's getting fouled, he stays with the play.
Utah shooting their first free throw of the night here. Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Now, here's Fox. Mitchell outside. Again, the miss by the Kings. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. Leading by 5. O'Neal dishes to Gobert. Now the pass to Clarkson. And the layup falls.
Jordan Clarkson.
Clarkson's got 4 points this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Harkless. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Mitchell against Tingle. To end the run. Fox, no good. Jazz leading by 7. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Pass to Clarkson for the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Clarkson's got 7 points in the game.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that loose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Timeout called by the Kings. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Fans, your 916 crew.
Kings will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bagley comes in for Alex Len. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Harkless. And Halliburton subbed in for Mitchell. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Jazz. Now here's Hield. He has 6. And Fox gets it to go.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Jazz.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. Bagley against Thomas. Ingles dishes to Bogdanovich. Pulls up on the wing. Gobert can't hit. The Kings trailed by 8. To the inside. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist by Halliburton.
The assist.
Halliburton's got 4 assists now tonight. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Over Thompson. Off the left rim and out. Fox against Conley. The 10-footer. Fox, no good.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes. And guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. But we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Nobody had an answer for Mike Conley in the first. He had 8 points, 3 steals, and 1 assist. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
Jack, what's your take on Sacramento?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither, and their opponent is taking advantage.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Utah. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for your Kings, Buddy Hield. 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot. What I gotta say, Hill is a defensive shooter. I mean, his accuracy can make bad shots look good. I mean, he won him a 3-point contest trophy.
Now, here's Mitchell. And there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive end.
Here's O'Neal after the basket by Rashawn Holmes. From the stripe, shot's good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Fox passes to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half. Yeah, Kevin, when it comes to Marvin Bagley, the number 2 pick in the 2018 draft, he was selected ahead of Luka Doncic, who's picked 3rd.
Hield can't hit.
Well, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
O'Neal dishes to Bogdanovich. The feed to Gobert. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 5.
And I really think it's important Bagley focuses on his strengths. He shouldn't concentrate on matching Doncic's production.
Yeah, Bagley's a different type of player. I mean, he's a double-double threat, impressive athleticism. He just needs to find a way to stay healthy.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. 6th Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. DA, thanks.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Fox. Utah also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Gay comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Royce O'Neal. Now here's Gay. He kicks to Clarkson. Outside Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Another miss by Utah.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Alex Len's checked in for Rashad Holmes. Shot. And it's tied up with that one.
And there's no question that Bagley has a ton of talent. Now it's up to him to meet his potential.
Outside Conley. Inside. Right side. On the jam by Whiteside.
Assisted by.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is. And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Back to Mitchell. Over Conley. And it's Mitchell missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
He doesn't miss many of those. I mean, still, that's exactly the shot they were looking at.
In the corner, it's Hield. There's a minute 47 left in the 3rd quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
Genuine sniper from distance. Hield's 3-point stroke is as good as it gets.
Conley against Len. Mitchell trying to free himself. They retain possession. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
And from day one, there was no doubt about Hassan Whiteside's ability to impact the game with his defense.
Yeah, he's one of a handful of guys who can rack up a triple-double. Using rejections as one of his stats. I mean, he makes guys think twice about driving the lane when he's on the court.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Thompson comes in for Len, and Halliburton subbed in for Bagley. That one misses for Whiteside.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Whiteside. I mean, the rim protection, the rebounding, the intimidation factor. I mean, still developing as an offensive player, making strides, but not there yet.
third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Ingles up top. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. From deep, bangs on the trifecta. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him.
Mitchell outside. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Ingles passes to Whiteside. Clarkson outside. Gay in the corner. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
When Gay is knocking down the perimeter jumper, he's very dangerous. Given how long his arms are, good luck at trying to catch up to his release in time if he was in deep.
For 3, Mitchell. And they recover it. Thompson can't get it to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz lead by 5. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. It's in the backcourt with Halliburton to his side. Buddy Hield is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Thompson in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Mitchell. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Mitchell against Hield. Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded close. Out to Thompson. Fox passes to Halliburton. And here is Hield. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Pass to Halliburton. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Not enough on that one as it misses. Jazz leading by 3. Here's Bogdanovich. Count the basket and the foul. That one is on Hield.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
Their transition game, it's been clicking today. You can see why they push the ball every chance they get.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Halliburton on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to them.
Now, here's Ingles. With the teardrop, Bogdanovich wide open. And the 3 ball is good. And the Jazz lead by 7. To the paint, stolen by O'Neal. Halliburton against Ingles. Oh, the lob to Ingles. Halliburton with the steal. Fox kicks to Halliburton, and Holmes throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Ingles. Pass to Gobert. Basket counts.
It's been like this all night for both teams. the offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
3 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Utah calls timeout. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Michael Conley.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said, this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Just 5 on the clock. Buries the long-range jumper. Barnes has got 5 points in the quarter.
Barnes is a competitor. When you make a triple on his squad, he's committed to evening the score.
Here's Mitchell. Bagley with the block. And they're able to recover. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And block. That one goes careening off the glass.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Jazz.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But in particular, a real good game it was for Mike Conley.
Well, the biggest impact he has was with his on-the-ball defense. Such quick hands, his steals added up to a lot of extra possessions.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
The first one falls.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And Mitchell drops them both. And it's Sacramento's ball. It's a 14-point game. Mitchell kicks to Harkless. Mitchell against Mitchell. Good.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Shooting for Sacramento. Shooting 1.
Find the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. Here's Oni. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second personal foul. Third team. Shooting for Utah, Mie Oni. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Mitchell looking it over. Outside, Davis. Back to Mitchell. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. Donovan Mitchell, huge, of course, tonight. How great is it to have him on your side?
It's great. You know, it's great. He's a great teammate. He's a great player, and we're gonna need him if we want to win a championship. So, it's a big part of what we do.
And he was big tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.